Get my.
And then take a swig.
That's how you gotta do it. You gotta let them know that this is real around these parts.
I just find it weird that you put vodka in a plastic bottle,
though. Has ice in it, so.
Classic.
Getting ready for that James Bond movie.
Nothing screams hardcore liquor drinker like ice in the drink. So we're back for another installment of our, what is that we call it? Because Comics.
Yes, sir.
Green Arrow, year 1. Boom.
Oh, snap. Mine is on the bed, but it's too far.
It'd be great, like I say it and I show it and you're like, that's not what I read.
Oh, that was this month?
I said Green Lantern year 1. Oh.
I don't even think that book exists. I wrote it.
Yeah.
It's my own fan fiction.
Nothing to do with Green Lantern. Follows Sinestro as a Yellow Lantern.
Oh, man.
So yeah.
I just finished reading this book.
I knew you were reading it. When you texted me this morning, you're like, what are we doing this? I'm like, let's do early. And then I don't get a text for an hour.
Well, I had just left. I went out to get lunch, so I had just left when I had text you.
I mean, it's an easy read, too. I read mine last night.
Oh, yeah. Very quick.
Yeah. It was really good, though. I really liked it. Really easy.
Yeah. Not a lot of dialogue. Just enough.
Right. Good art. I freaking love that art.
Oh, yeah.
The covers inside, they're so good, like for each individual issue.
Oh, yeah. There's
like
this one page I really like. It's like towards the end. See if I can find it again. I think it's like right after he finds his bow on the boat.
Mm-hmm. One thing though is that the faces, that's sometimes are a little weird.
Yeah, but that just goes with the art style, I'm guessing.
Yeah. But like when he does art that you don't see the person's face, like it's all black. I fucking love it when they do that.
Like China White. Her face takes up the whole panel.
It's just eyes.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly where this. I think it's right after the boat.
This is what, your second read through of it?
I think it's my third.
Yeah.
I read it digitally way like a while back, and then when I bought the trade, I read it again, and then this was my third time reading it.
Did you read the Brian K. Vaughan intro?
Nah.
Me neither. I think I read it the first time, but then I'm like, and then all these intros for no matter what book, it's always the same thing. Like I start off reading it, and then I get like halfway through it, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I want to get to the story.
Yeah, there's no. I really don't see the point in reading that.
What do you think of the story overall?
I liked it. The first time I read it, I thought it was really good. Well, obviously, I still think it's really good, but like when I first read it, I really enjoyed it. I think the first time I read it might have been, it was either before the show came out or like right when the show was airing, somewhere around that time. But
now in this, he doesn't spend that much time on the island.
This page right here. Let's see if I can get it. This one. That pose. That one right there at the bottom. I really like that picture right there.
Yeah, the tattooed.
Like right before he takes down the plane. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I kind of wish the show followed it more, like with the island stuff. But in this book, it doesn't really say how long he was on the island. He was just.
I took it. He was there for less than a year.
Probably, yeah.
That was like my calculation.
Because there's a part where he first gets on the island. He's like, months have passed. So
yeah, he's like months and months. So it's like, let's say 3 to 4 months, maybe.
But I don't think this was
maybe in. More.
This is just like a standalone story. I don't think it's not in continuity with the Green Arrow book. I think it's just like a standalone, like year one. Because
wasn't there other continuity?
I don't, unless it got retcon, because they never mention in the Green Arrow stuff I've read, they never mentioned the story, so they probably just mentioned him being on the island, but I don't remember them referencing like what happens here. But wasn't there like other year one books like Batman Year One, but that's not in continuity either, right?
Is that like pre-50 new content, pre-new?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, as far as I know, it is continuity.
It might be then I guess but they never reference it in the stuff that I remember.
When did this come out? Like,
because this trade that we have is a reprint. Because see, it has the new DC logo on it.
Yeah.
So.
2008 is the intro, which I guess. So let's assume this came out 2007.
2007, yeah. Originally published in single magazine form, Green Arrow Year One, copyright 2007. So yeah, 2007.
So 2007. That's okay. Yeah, that's way before New 52 reboot.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Because reboot was 2011. So.
Yeah, not long.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really like the survival aspect of it. Like you know how in the show, when you watch the show, especially like the first season, he was like the douchey, wimpy guy that didn't know what he was doing and all that stuff. Yeah. But if you read this book, it's like he has the background on the archery. Like he has the archery background. He wasn't like a professional at it, but at least he had that background. So
he took lessons as a child and then never stuck with it, basically.
Yeah, and so when he gets on the island, his first instinct is to like make this bow so he could survive. But
well, like his engineering skills were a bit too much, I felt. And then at the end, he's he takes apart the generator and puts together a bow, and he's like, "Thank you, Boy Scouts." I'm like, I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Well, in DC,
yeah, but
they probably had that advanced that for rich people.
Boy Scouts engineering.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? The story with like the opium stuff, that's what they're doing now in the show.
Mm-hmm.
The opium drug, it's a drug, right?
Yeah, make heroin.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that.
You gotta step up, man.
Nah, that's not my field of expertise.
That's our second corporation. What are you talking about? FBI.
I get it. Oh crap!
Protocol Omega. Protocol Omega.
I just go. All you hear is just through my window. But
one thing I didn't remember is that he got hooked on the opium for when he his bone breaks, and then I completely forgot that he gets hooked on that shit, and he has to go through withdrawal.
Yeah, when he hides out in the boat, that would have been the first thing I looked for was the boat. Well, then again, he didn't know that his friend was on the island.
He just assumed that his friend took off to wherever.
Yeah, it was at Fiji, right? Well, he finds out that there was no offshore thing, so he doesn't know where. He just thinks he was left for dead.
Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, the boat part. He finds his parents' boat, and then he's like, "There's a ton of food. I can get a shave, a shower, get all this food, and then get the hell out of here." And he's like, "But no, I got responsibility." So he lights the boat on fire. I'm like, you could have taken the food, because you don't know if your plan fails, you might get stuck on this island longer. He's just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna shave this, keep my goatee, and go fight." And I'm like, dude, take the food and water. There's no indication of that.
That hero mentality, like, I have to suffer with them.
No. Meanwhile, his sidekick is like, "Let's think about this. Let's get some food out of here and get some water." No. We're gonna set this on fire. Hold on, Ollie. Let's.
He doesn't even. Well, he doesn't even like because he makes friends with the pregnant girl. He doesn't even think like maybe I should get this stuff for her at least.
Ah,
Like, nah, son. If I gotta suffer, we all gotta suffer.
what was her name? Tayanu? Tayana?
T Tayana. I don't know if there's another T in there. Tatiana.
I don't,
I
I
don't
don't,
think there is
I
another
don't
T.
think so. I think it's like Tayanu or Tayani.
But so I'm surprised you don't have any notes.
No, it was a short book, and plus I read it last night. I can remember most of it just flipping through it. At the end, it all kind of fucking went crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot. Like they saved all the action for the end. It was like explosion, explosion.
He gets electrocuted, which I thought was great. Apparently it's a theme that he must go through. We see some of his first trick arrows.
Oh yeah, the knockout arrow was great. He just like
a knockout arrow, and what was the other one that he made? He makes two of them. He takes off the tip, and then he makes. I want to say it was like an exploding arrow. And we get like, I guess since the very beginning was his plan to never kill people, because even here while he's, he's got the flare arrow where he lights it on fire, and then shoots it onto the plane. I mean the boat.
Looks like he punches a guy with it.
Well, he punches a guy, but then he fires it. Sorry, next page. There
Okay.
or there. It's around.
Here's the part where he gets if only there were chemicals around, he would be a totally different hero. But
from there you already see that he doesn't want to kill. I don't know if in the comics he ever kills, like the other stories.
Nah, but he aims for like when he shoots people, he aims for like the legs or the hand. He never goes for like the.
Yeah, but even then again, he's a situation where he's stranded on the island, literally fighting for survival with no laws preventing him from killing or anything. He's still.
But at the end of the day, he's still like a good person. It's not like in the show where for 5 years he like people trained him to be a killer.
All right.
So after years of that, like your mentality for survival is I'm gonna kill you.
I don't know.
I can survive.
If I'm on the island and I have the skills and people start shooting guns at me, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna shoot back to kill. I'm not gonna like take down 3 guys and leave them on the beach handcuffed. I'm like, no, you guys are going down. I am eliminating a threat.
Protocol 7.
There is no, let's be friendly and these people have families to go home to. No, dude. They are literally taking people, putting them in a rat-infested well, and having a guy be alive for 7 months.
I didn't realize this. I don't think I realized, and maybe I did, but reading through it now is the guy that they put in the cell in the rat thing was the boyfriend or husband of the girl.
Yeah.
You just for some reason it just caught me now. Maybe I just read over it before, but that was.
Or it's one of those things like it's so minor that you caught it before, you just didn't remember. Because
at first I thought it was most likely one of the people that enslaved them got her pregnant. Like when you're first reading it, that's what they have you think, because they said when she's like explaining what happened, she was like, oh yeah, they came here years ago and they burned our village and stuff. So they kind of made it seem like that's what was going on, but you find out later on that it was the guy who tried to leave on the boat.
Sure. I'm on the boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget. The Army got there pretty quickly, or the Navy, I should say. Or at least it seemed.
They always get there right after the action.
Yeah. Guys, we're here to help. We're good. We got this.
You see a trail of bodies. One man standing in the front.
What happened here? I don't know. The plague.
The plague. What was it? In the biblical stories, it was like the 7 plagues or whatever. It's like famine, locusts, and
frogs,
all that stuff. And then the last one is just Oliver Queen.
Just standing there, just yeah. Guys, I'm gonna burn all your food. We're gonna go through this together.
Man. Well, yeah, it's a short, fun, quick read.
Yeah, how many issues was it? 5 or 6?
I think it's 6. 6 issues. Not too long, so I would recommend it to people.
Oh yeah, highly.
If you want a good Green Arrow.
Especially because it takes stuff part in the island, so for people who like the show and like the island scenes as well. Or just anybody who likes that whole Survivor thing. Like if you like Lost, the early seasons of Lost where they're stranded on the island trying to survive and stuff. Like this stuff is pretty cool. And again, the art I just think is pretty great. Like these scenes here, like you don't even see his face. It's just his eyes, some of the hair and the hood.
Yeah. Makes it easier for the artist.
Yeah.
It's like all I gotta do is draw eyes and that outline.
The coloring guy also, he's like, I just gotta get that little bucket with the paint.
Yeah. I do like how the like when he first makes the hood, like he I forgot like he finds like the cloth or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just ties it around his head and makes the hood out of that.
He even put it there's like, it's for the sun. I'm like, all right, dude.
Right.
Where is it? Yeah, here we go. A mold-encrusted hunk of sail canvas.
Very descriptive.
Yeah. When he explained that, I thought he was using those blue tarps that you see in like construction sites to keep rain off the equipment. And then now that I think about it, I'm like, he specifically says canvas.
But yeah, so I guess it would be. I don't know if you have anything else to say about it.
China White, I guess. I know nothing of her. Does she have any powers, or is she just
She Na Wei.
Chen Na Wei.
Chen Na Wei. There you go. Nah, she's in the show. She was like in the first season.
She's in the.
She's just like one of those people that just martial arts, I guess. That Asian background, martial arts. That's what they tend to typecast those characters in comics. So, but nah, as far as I know, she doesn't have any. I don't know much about her either. Like I've only read her in this. I've seen her in the show, and she's popped up in some of the stuff I've read. But as far as that, I don't really know.
Yeah, I haven't even seen her in like the comics that I've read. This is, I think, the only time I've ever seen her in one of the comics. And I've heard her name a ton before. That's about it. Like I don't know if she comes back and fights him again.
I don't. It's been a while since
who she's a villain of. She's just like a wild card villain. Like whoever wants her takes her.
I think so. Yeah, I don't really think she has like a specific. Like I've only seen her in Green Arrow. I don't know. I don't think she's been in like Batman or.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the only other character I would think that she might show up in would be Batman.
I typed her up in Google, and then the first thing I typed in China White. The first thing I get is a hit off Wikipedia for alpha methylphenyl, which is an opioid analgesic that is an analog of phenytoin. So the street name is China White for that. So I'm starting to see connections.
Just like the street name for Mary Jane is marijuana.
Yeah. Where's China White on this page? In 1976, it began to appear on the black market under the name China White.
Nice.
So that explains her whole drug thing that she goes with.
Yeah. But in the show, she was more like a mob enforcer, right?
Was
I
she
don't think
a enforcer, or was she actually like head of a mob? The Chinese.
I think she was working for someone.
I really don't remember. It's been so long.
I can't. I don't remember, to be honest. It's one of those things where I watch so much stuff that everything blends together.
With me, it's been for so long that I just forget. I don't even remember watching The Flash, and then I read stuff online. They're like, yeah, she showed up in first season, and I'm like, that was so long ago, and I'm like, no, this is season 2 of the show.
It's that old age.
It's creeping on me.
Soon you're gonna be like, who's the Flash? And then we gotta take you to therapy.
It's like, oh yes, Batman, when he flies around and his weakness is the spider sense.
That's when we had farm. I hit up Bobby, Ed, and Will. I was like, yo, we gotta have an intervention here. We are losing him. We just put you in a room, no windows, just a TV.
Just TV, a laptop that only allows me to see like the DC Wikia and the Marvel Wikia, and it just piles of books.
It's gonna be like the Intersect. You just press a button, and it's just like, and then you're just like, every time you see a comic book, you flash. It's just like, you know the whole history. You know everything.
China White.
You never have to read
alpha methyl percentatin.
You never have to read a comic book again. You never have to watch a movie again.
I have a fucking stroke just watching a movie, just like, oh my god, I flashed so much, everything is wrong.
Like, and then season 3, and then you start losing your memory, and then we got to get you a special watch.
Ah, fuck that watch. And then never mention it again afterwards once it doesn't fall through.
But yeah, I guess that's it. Would you give this a 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up, 1 thumb up, 1 thumb down?
I definitely strawberry yogurt this.
Did you give it a 10 out of 10, 10 out of 15?
Give it an 8.36 out of 14 and a half.
Give it a 3.14, whatever the rest of out of 5.
Like, again, like it's a short one because like the book is so short. The story
it's very straightforward.
Yeah. It's just that thing that I always assumed that he was on the island longer. I guess because of the TV show, maybe that had something to do with it.
My name is Oliver Queen. After 5 years in hell.
It doesn't. I just love these covers. They're so good. Hold on. Do they have the issue numbers on the covers themselves?
Yeah, at the end. So you'll read issue 1, and then I'll have the cover for issue 1.
At the end? No. Is that at the beginning?
No, it's at the end. They show the cover for it at the end.
No. See, I don't know.
Oh no! Never mind.
I'm saying because like
that was another book. It was another book I read that did that.
Like you look at this one. Oh, I guess it's because, and then you see like his shadow is a 1, but I guess that's for year 1. I just caught that right now. I thought it was for like issue 1, but the other issues don't have that.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh.
I just saw it right now too.
That's not even a shadow because the bottom part doesn't make any sense.
No, that's his.
Is that supposed to be the bow?
His head has no shadow.
No, the other issues do have it. Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind.
No. Like they just have hidden numbers in them.
Yeah. Now we got to go through it and decrypt everything.
The hair in this I always feel like he has dreads instead of just long hair.
It's just one of those things where like it grows out, and when it's like unkept, it just looks like that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense for him to start getting dreads since he's got the long hair. Like, you don't comb it long enough or brush it, you're gonna
it just starts to stick together.
Yeah.
Then he comes back singing Jamaican music.
Yeah, man. It's like I lived on an island with drugs. I know what this is about. And then at the end, he just shows up back at the city, right?
Yeah, with the mask, with the domino mask. You have failed this city.
You failed this city on rock and roll. Failed this city. That's his theme song. DC can pay me for it. But then I have to pay the original people.
That'll cover the cost.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do we know what we're doing next month? Jessica Jones related, I guess?
Yeah, because the show's coming out. But that's if we do her Elias book, that's a lot more. I think it's like 20-something issues.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So
we'll figure it out. We'll make an official announcement on the podcast soon, sometime next month.
Yeah.
So,
next month is Thanksgiving. This month's almost over.
Good.
Like this month went by fast.
Good. I'm looking forward to November, December, where all the fucking holidays are.
Oh man, I just wanted to get cold, but that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, over here it's starting to do though. It's cold in the morning, but then in the afternoon it still gets up to 80, and then it drops down again. But I'll take it. It still feels nice. Oh shit. Oh, yeah. So again, both recommend Green Arrow, Year One, by Andy Diggle. That's where Diggle gets his name. BT Dubs. And Jock. He doesn't get his name. I don't know if his name has shown up in the TV show. I'm sure it has.
Probably one of those side things that you blink and you miss it.
Yeah, a street name or something.
Yeah, they love doing that.
And join us next month, for another Because Comics, where we talk about comics.